After that went viral, where more than 5 million people tuned in, commentators were shocked. He blocks you because he didn't respond 20 minutes. In other corners of the internet, the video was held up as an example of just how bad modern dating has become. One person said, "We're in the pits." And I would agree. So it looks like this heartbroken her, which it should with most people. This isn't something to blame on a dating app, girl. You just have to know who you're dealing with. This is a feminine narrative. Human beings. This is a word that's being tossed around a lot. I'm going to be discussing AI bots, the competition guys are going to be involved with. He used Grindr, a dating app for men, after meeting other men, as an example. Wow, it's just funny how these narratives are just being tossed around. Like height, I agree. Your online image matters a lot. The competition is insanely high. We're gonna give some responsibility to the dating apps because they're out for profit. What's good, boys? KT here from TopLevelDating.com. If you're new on this channel, you want to make sure you hit the subscribe button. I specialize in online dating, photography, and relationships. This is going to be a very serious video. This could be the main reason why you're struggling in your dating life. The current times we're in, it is very, very difficult to navigate this dating culture because there's a lot going on. I talk about this on the website in further detail. And for all the guys that sign up to work with me one-on-one, this is one of the first things I talk about. Funny enough, an article was released on this same subject matter, and I didn't even read it yet. I had a friend tell me about it. Now we're going to dive into it together. How dating apps ruined dating for some. So CNN just released this article last week. Jenny Nugent Dawn was craving some chicken, was living in London at the time. London, I spent a lot of time in London. London is one of the biggest dating scenes in the game right now. The women are tremendously beautiful. If you get to the top level in London, she shot him a text asking if he wanted to meet her that night. He agreed. Same night meet up. This is how aggressive girls can move sometimes. The two exchanged messages while Nuhin Dawn got ready. He mentioned he had to make a quick stop on the way, but Nuhin Dawn was already on the train with no service. She didn't get this message until she arrived. That's when she noticed something strange. When she went to text him, his profile picture on WhatsApp was gone. Her messages weren't going through. He'd block her. Block culture is a thing. Ghost culture is a thing. 6 months ago in Miami, I've talked about it there. Ghost culture is a thing. Block culture is a thing. You're going to get blocked. You're going to get ghosted. So it looks like this heartbroken her, which it should with most people. Confused, she texted him again and then messaged him through the dating app. That's when suddenly his WhatsApp profile picture came back. Her messages suddenly sent. When the two met up, she confronted him. He denied ever blocking her, but the damage was done. They continued with the date, but it was awkward, Nuhin Dawn, 29, told CNN. They parted after about an hour. After that, I was just like, what a loser. And he was 36 years old in a TikTok video about the date. Okay, so she's salty. Her messages weren't going through. She made it get in the way of the date, and it caused this friction. And now she's like talking crap on him, like, oh, you're 36 years old, oh, you're a loser, oh, whatever. She didn't. That video went viral, and not, of course it goes viral, shitting on men. Where more than 5 million people tuned in, commentators were shocked. He blocks you because he didn't respond within like 20 minutes. In other corners of the internet, the video was held up as an example of just how bad modern dating has become. A person said, "We're in the pits." And I would agree. How fast? Trust me, I've got blocked so many times. If you follow my channel, I have over thousands of phone numbers. I met up with hundreds. Like, I've got a ton of blocks, a ton of ghosting for the littlest thing. If you're a guy running typical volume, this is going to be very detrimental to you. You talk to a woman that you like for 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden she blocks you for no reason. You don't get any feedback. You're going to be confused. You're going to be frustrated with yourself. You're going to think it's your problem. But this is part of the culture now. Social interactions are moving so fast. People are so, okay, let's go to the next. Let's go to the next. The next. The next. This is why I tell you guys, slow down your interactions. Slow down. The opportunity is there, but treat every girl that you meet with the attention that they deserve. Dating on the apps, it's ruined dating a bit. Nuhin Dawn, who works as a digital marketing manager. Everyone is so spoiled for choice, which I agree. But she continued, the apps are just a tool. Are they really to blame? I would give some blame to an app like Hinge because, I mean, Tinder's worse, but if they're not limiting the amount of interactions or matches you're able to get, that is contributing to the fact people are willing to just let you go, to move on to the next. If Hinge right now limits, trust me, I would love that. I mean, I pause my apps pretty often because when I turn them on, it's mayhem. It's just like the floodgates are open. It's just whoosh. The matches, the interactions, the dates. At my level, I can talk to someone that I like and actually get somewhere. I can run less numbers, which I've talked about many times in videos. But it takes maturity to do that. Most of you guys are just looking for more and more girls, more and more girls. But you can lose more women the more girls you work with if you can't manage your interactions properly. Became entangled with a viral nightmare after a man she met on Tinder stole a pair of $1,000 shoes from her apartment. All right, this isn't something to blame on a dating app, girl. You just have to know who you're dealing with. This is a feminine narrative. Human beings are abstract. Check this out. This is a word that's being tossed around a lot right now, a lot, because of AI. And hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be discussing AI bots, the competition guys are going to be involved with, and just the overall rollout and how it's going to affect the dating market. I've been already ahead on this stuff years ago. Years and years and years ago. Okay. But human beings are abstract. Okay. Mr. So educated professor from University Shanghai who studies sexuality and digital media. On apps, though, appearances can play a larger role. He used Grindr, a dating app for men, after meeting other men, as an example. Wow, it's just funny how these narratives are just being tossed around. And the actual person become muddled, replaced instead by data points like height and weight. I agree. Everyone's looking at it from a very comparative, logical data. Your online image matters a lot. The competition is insanely high. You need an outstanding dating profile. She probably doesn't have a good profile. This is why she's so upset that a guy blocked her. If she had a good dating app, she wouldn't. And I had girls schedule free coaching calls with me and talk about their dating apps. They're just looking for the right guy. Who's to blame, the app or the people on the apps? And I would say the people on the apps. But we're going to give some responsibility to the dating apps because they're out for profit. I mean, it costs to run the computing power. It costs to run the apps and the support team. That certainly costs. I'm not knocking them for charging for whatever. It's an amazing app. I think Hinge is certainly the #1 dating app in the world right now. Their intelligence behind their computing power is pretty good. Social media content creator, yada yada. These are all just personal stories. Who's to blame? Dating apps' fault. Video about getting blocked went viral. She just clearly went super emotional. Okay, look at these dating apps here. There's a lot of dating apps. Hinge is #1. I'm going to say it depends on your goal. If you're looking for a girlfriend, it's certainly going to be Hinge. If you're a world traveler, it's going to be Badoo. And then Tinder is going to be coming at third. But they're ramping up the profitability and the revenue, so they don't really care about their customers anymore. They don't care about the users. They're just all for like money right now. $500 US to get a boost, to have your messages at the top is insane. You're better off investing that money in yourself through the 2-week program and in the mentorship, because you're gonna get way more. None of us use boosts. None of us need our messages at the top because we have an outstanding profile. You're gonna need a solid online image, no matter if you're using online dating or not. It is the fastest, most transformational way to meet women, to meet the love of your life. I'm telling you this. Especially if you're leveraging something like Hinge, where they match you with the most compatible people possible in your area. It's insanely beneficial to have a good Hinge profile. If you are struggling to navigate the dating scene with the apps, you want to make sure you check out the first link in the description. That's going to give you a free coaching call with me personally, one-on-one. We're going to have about 15 to 20 minutes, and I'm going to detect whatever's going on with you in your profile, get your profile reviewed, and give you some good points to go over. But guys, this is getting pretty serious because the block culture, the ghost culture is getting worse and worse and worse. She made a decision to not mess with him after 30-minute grace period. She posted that on TikTok. That went viral. 5 million views. 5 million people are being influenced to also block, to also ghost. Trust me. Now is the time to put together your online image and to perfect it so you can run enough volume to get through BS like this. Guys, this is KT from Top Level Dating. Thanks for watching this video, and check out the links in the description and the website. Guys, thanks for the support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.